Welcome back to Acrylic Arts Academy. Today, we're going to create a unique, abstract family portrait that's filled with color, texture, and a touch of elegance. This piece is perfect if you're looking to experiment with acrylics in a relaxed, impressionistic style. Here's our color palette and materials list. Pause here to gather these items and return when ready. We're using a stationary sponge and a Filbert brush for this project. First, take a rectangular piece of sponge and lightly mist one side with water. Mist the surface of the canvas as well. This will help thin the paint and make it spread more smoothly. Next, squeeze out drops of gray, yellow ochre, white, and cobalt blue along the wet side of the sponge. Begin painting from top to bottom in a unidirectional motion to create linear patterns, establishing a background with a soft, striped effect. Experiment with blending some colors softly while allowing others to remain distinct. Vary the pressure on the sponge to create subtle changes in color density, blending some areas while keeping others distinct for visual interest. Once the background is dry, use a round or filbert brush to sketch abstract, impressionistic outlines of the family members. Think of this as a gentle suggestion of forms rather than detailed figures. For a family of 4, aim to capture the basic shapes of 2 adults and 2 children. Now, let's add some color within these outlines. Use the Filbert brush to apply colors in patches, starting with ultramarine blue, then orange, red, yellow ochre, dark blue, cobalt blue, white, magenta, and back to blue. Allow some colors to dry between layers for depth and contrast. The idea here is to create a rich, abstract look by layering colors within the figures. Consider blending some patches on the canvas for a more organic feel, adding thicker paint in areas to enhance texture. Next, let's add a bit of framing. Move to the corners of the canvas and paint black patches, then layer white and blue over and around the black. This will add contrast and draw attention to the edges, creating a natural frame around the composition. Along the borders, paint with gold and magenta. A dry brush technique for the gold can add a beautiful, textured look, and the metallic accent will bring a touch of elegance. On the lower edges, apply orange and gold in patches for warmth, blending them gently into the figures with a touch of white and cobalt blue. Continue with this layering technique until you achieve the abstract impression you're aiming for. This layered approach will give your painting depth, color harmony, and a dynamic, abstract look. The gold accents add refinement and elegance, and the black and white patches at the corners help to frame the entire piece. Emphasize certain areas with additional layers of paint to bring out specific features or accents. If you'd like more texture, try using a palette knife instead of a brush in some areas. Remember, abstract art thrives on spontaneity. so let those accidental strokes or unique textures become part of your creation. Thank you so much for painting with us today. We hope you enjoyed creating this abstract family portrait. If you found this tutorial helpful and fun, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step acrylic painting lessons. To learn more about us and explore more creative resources, check out the links in the description below. We're so glad you're part of our painting community, and we can't wait to see you in the next tutorial. Happy painting!